Hello and welcome back to another week of AFL Oddities. In this first video you can see Curtis celebrates kicking a goal. It's a very good kick, but only problem is it doesn't go through. Another case of celebrating too early. To be fair, this is extremely unlucky. 9 times out of 10 these would go through for a goal, but the shape of the ball bounces back, no goal. Very unlucky. What in the world was MClean thinking here? You can see that he tackles Nankervis, he holds on, and I don't know if he thinks he heard the umpire whistle or something, or he's calling for holding the ball like you do when you tackle someone to the ground. Put your arm out to the umpire to say, hey, he's not making a genuine attempt. But he sort of just lets Nankervis go completely and he kicks it into the forward 50. I really don't know what was going through his head at this point in time, but it is very odd. Poor old Caleb Poulter here forgot that he plays for the Bulldogs now and not Collingwood, and you can see that he's running the wrong way. As the commentators say, you can see that he sort of thinks he's got a clear open space to kick into the forward 50, but you can see his teammates point the other way like, no, we're going this way now, mate. I'd put this down to nerves, and also I'm sure his teammates are going to grill him about this all week. Mason Cox stands the mark, and as you know, he's probably one of the biggest smack talkers in the AFL at the moment. I'm not entirely sure why he is, but he is. And Jamarra Ugle-Hagan kicks for goal. He thinks it's gone through, so he goes back to Cox to let him know that he's kicked a goal on him. But again, he's celebrated too early, and unfortunately this didn't go through for a goal. Darcy Moore marks on the line, and it's play on. You've got to make sure these go through first before you start talking smack. Connor Rozee has put his name in the ring to win Goal of the Year. This is incredibly hard sort of kick to do here. You could practice this so many times, but in the game, to kick this dribbler, truly amazing. I don't think it'll win Goal of the Year, but it'll definitely be in the top 3, I think. I still think Ashcroft is going to win. The commentator's curse strikes again. He's just talking up Marshall about how good of a kick he is, and he takes a set shot at goal and shanks it completely.
His form. Strange to see those numbers. He's normally, in your mind, more accurate than that. He's kicked 2 straight tonight. Oh, there you go. Wits.
A massive congratulations to
Scott Embelbry from Collingwood,
who became the all-time disposals leader in the AFL. What an accomplishment. This is one thing that we all love about the game, is that the shape of the ball can mean that the ball can bounce in any direction it wishes, and as you can see, 3 people overrun the ball here and it just sits up for Tom Hawkins and he kicks an easy goal in the end. I haven't seen the MRO's report yet, but do you think Caleb Serong will be in trouble for this dangerous tackle? He wasn't paid a dangerous tackle on the day, but that doesn't mean that he won't be reported. Liam Duggan from West Coast Eagles has absolutely crunched Cameron here. It looked like a pretty hard tackle, but it was very clean, and you just love this sort of physicality in the game. To me, it looks like both players are holding each other, but Joe Danaher gives away a free for holding here, and you can see that Chris Fagan is absolutely disgusted with the call here. I'm not a lip reader, but you can tell exactly what he said.
So very reliant on the short ball. It's a gutsy ball into the middle. It's going to come back the other way. If Bailey can shrug the tackle, when Bailey shrugs the tackle, sends it deep forward. Cameron's out the back.
Jamie Elliott takes a mark inside the forward 50 here, and you can see that he puts his hand up to say that no, stop, I'm going to take a shot at goal here, and Keith completely overruns the mark. Jamie Elliott does kind of look like he's about to play on, but the umpire has to call play on. We see this get paid for 50-metre penalty all the time, so I'm not entirely sure why this one wasn't. Keith wasn't in the play. He overstepped the mark by quite a few metres well after the mark was taken. This probably should have been 50-metre penalty, I think. A really great team play here by Hawthorn. You can see that Chad Wingard slaps the ball back in play. His hand was kind of under the ball, so you might have got called for a throw here, but I'm glad he didn't, because then that opens the door for Moore to kick an awesome goal. Toby Nankervis has been put on report for this hit on Lloyd. As you can see, it's late, it's high, and it's the shoulder to his face. I haven't actually seen the report yet. I am a little bit late on that, but I would expect that Nankervis will probably get about 3 weeks for this due to his history, and it's a non-play at the ball, so I think 3 weeks for this. What do you think? How many weeks do you think he deserves for this? Nick Daicos has finally got his first hardball get here. Unfortunately, it is from his own teammate. Now that is a joke, guys, don't get too offended. I think Daicos will win the Brownlow. He's had such an amazing year. Owies lines up for a shot at goal here, and as you can see, he takes a lot of time. It's a 40-metre kick pretty much straight out in front. He has a very slow approach to goal, and then he almost sort of jumps a little bit as he kicks, which in turn then shanks the kick. This was a very odd kick from him. I'm not sure why. I know he's got the distance in him, but yeah, just a little odd to see this. I just wanted to highlight this one from Tom Papley. He realises that he's not going to be able to contest the ball, so what he does is he leaves his man, he goes to the front and centre, and he actually gets the drop of the ball. It's a very clever play from a small forward. When they realise they can't impact the play, he leaves his man early and then gets the ball. Unfortunately, he kicks a point. Pickett gets the handball off the Sydney Swans player, and he sort of spins in the same motion as he receives the ball. He's tackled and then it's called holding the ball. I thought this was pretty harsh. He didn't have that much time given to him to try and dispose of the ball, and I don't think that spinning is his prior when it's in the same motion as getting the ball and then spinning. I don't think he avoided the tackle, he didn't fend off, so I think this is pretty harsh. How good was this smother from Rioli? He just supermans into it and completely smothers the ball, keeping it inside their forward 50. What a brilliant effort. Sam Powell-Pepper has kicked an absolute bomb. He torps it from about 60 metres out and it goes through for a goal. Brandon Ellis was actually blocked off of the kick. Do you think that's fair? What was it, a couple weeks ago where we saw that was paid a free kick? Would you consider this a marking contest and he's blocked him from trying to mark it or spoil the ball? What are your thoughts? Lockie Shultz is about 25 metres out, directly in front, and somehow he absolutely shanks this kick. I don't know how as a forward you can miss this, especially when your team is down. They absolutely need any sort of easy goal, and he completely misses. You might expect this from a defender, but not by a forward. What do you think? Am I being too harsh? Callum Mills tries to evade some defenders here, and I do agree that it would be holding the ball, but you can actually see that the umpire here, number 21, signals for a ball up, which is the two arms across the front of the chest, but you can hear the other umpires, I'm assuming it's the outside umpires, are telling them to pay holding the ball. They actually get holding the ball in the end, but you can see that the players are quite confused by the call, especially Parker, due to the arm signal that the umpire did originally. Prestia gets the ball and he kicks it inside the forward 50, and Vlaustin takes a one-armed mark here, which is very good because he's usually a defender, and I think he actually goes through and kicks the goal, which is very strange for him because he's played in defence his whole life as far as I know, so well done to him. Thanks for watching the video guys, and I'll see you in the suspension video very soon. Thanks for watching, bye.